Freedom from tyranny caused conflict in the United States because when Great Britain was ruling over us, they had a tyranny. They gave us hardly any rights, so we decided to send them a letter to split up. This letter was the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence says that the U.S. did not want to be under British rule anymore. Imperialism caused conflict in the United States because some Americans wanted to expand our nation and some didn't. Some newspapers used yellow journalism as a way to increase the number of readers and sales. These newspapers published exaggerated news about how Cubans wanted independence from Spain. Because of this, more and more Americans wanted to help the Cubans win independence. We sent down a battleship called the USS Maine. 3 weeks later, there was an explosion, and we blamed the Spanish. President McKinley sent Spain a peaceful request to work out a solution with Cuba, but Spain never responded. Later, McKinley asked Congress to declare war on Spain. In that war, we acquired Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. However, we later gave Cuba and the Philippines their independence. Slavery caused conflict in the United States because many people were against slavery. During the 1800s, plantation owners in the South used slaves to pick their cotton. Some of these slaves started rebellions. Most of them were unsuccessful, but a few were. One of these was the Nat Turner Rebellion. This was led by Nat Turner and included over 70 slaves total. These slaves killed more than 55 white men, which is the most by a slave rebellion. However, most of the slaves were hung, including Nat Turner. Sectionalism caused conflict in the United States because the North and South of the United States are very different. The North had many factories and industries, while the South had a lot of plantations and slaves. This caused differences in government. Congress was basically split into Republicans, which was the South, and Democrats, which was the North. The Republicans tried to pass laws that helped themselves out, while the Democrats also tried to pass laws that helped themselves out. These differences later caused the Civil War because the South didn't want Abraham Lincoln to be president, so they seceded. The North eventually won the war, and the South became part of the Union again, and all slaves were freed.